Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.com.
In continuation to the last class, in this class we start with problem number 11. Okay. In our previous class we closed with problem number 10 ma. So that's why in this class we are going to start with problem number 11. Okay, right. See here. Suppose that the electric field part of an electromagnetic wave in vacuum is, right, it is what E bar is equal to 3.1 cos, this is the unit ma, Newton per Coulomb is the unit, 3.1 cos 1.8, it is radian per meter is the unit, 1.8 y plus 5.4 into 10 to the power of 8 radians per second, 5.4 into 10 to the power of 8 radians per second into t orally I cap, which is what the electromagnetic wave, which is what electric field is moving along x-axis. That's what you can understand now. See, I already told you what is electromagnetic wave. What is the picture of electromagnetic wave? I told you many times. See, electromagnetic wave consisting of oscillating electric field, magnetic field, oscillating perpendicular to each other. I will repeat once again. Electromagnetic wave consisting of oscillating electric field and oscillating magnetic field perpendicular to each other, and also perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave. Right? That is. So, what I am saying is, regarding this, it is the direction of electromagnetic waves, the direction of electric field, which is a part of electromagnetic wave, is along x-axis, because I cap means, I cap is the unit vector along x-axis. I cap is the unit vector along x-axis. Similarly, j cap is the unit vector along y-axis, and k cap is the unit vector along z-axis. This is what we know. We know many times, right? We discussed many times, right? It is from the chapter of vectors, that is motion in a plane. In our first year syllabus, from the chapter motion in a plane, regarding the topic of vectors, we learned I cap, j cap, k cap are the unit vectors along positive x-axis, positive y-axis and positive z-axis. Here itself I want to say one more sentence, that is what, suppose if it is minus I cap means it is like minus negative y-axis. Suppose there is minus j means that is what, negative y-axis. Suppose there is minus k means that is negative z-axis, right? That is what I can say. Right. See, orally in this information, because this is the information given before going to ask questions, that is what A to E, A, B, C, D, E. So, what they have given? They have given the electric field. That is what he is also saying. Suppose that the electric field part of an electromagnetic wave. Suppose that the electric field part of an electromagnetic wave in vacuum is E bar is equal to 3.1 Newton per Coulomb cos 1.8 radians per meter into y plus 5.4 into 10 to the power of 8 radians per second, right, into t I cap. Okay, right. If there are some questions from A to E, I will repeat once again one by one. A, what is the direction of propagation? What is the direction of propagation? Right. Next, B. What is the wavelength? What is the wavelength? Lambda. And C. What is the frequency? Nu. So that symbols you know, right? What is the frequency? Generally frequency means the symbol we are using, nu. What is the amplitude of the magnetic field part of the wave? What is the amplitude of the magnetic field part of the wave? They have given electric field part, that is what E bar is equal to 3.1 Newton per Coulomb cos 1.8 radian per meter into Y plus 5.4 into 10 to the power of 8 radians per second into T, right, into I cap. So this is what expression, this is what electric field part of the electromagnetic wave. But in D, if you see that, very interesting, what is the amplitude of the magnetic field part of the wave? What is the amplitude of the magnetic part of the wave? Right. Next one, that is what E. Write an expression for the magnetic field part of the wave. Write an expression for the magnetic field part of the wave. So as I told just before 3 minutes, electromagnetic wave is consisting oscillating electric field and oscillating magnetic field perpendicular to each other and also perpendicular to the direction of propagation and also perpendicular to the direction of propagation of the wave, right? Okay, so that's you keep in mind ma. So till the completion of this chapter, everywhere wherever I use the word electromagnetic wave, wherever I used electric field part of electromagnetic wave, wherever I used magnetic field part of electromagnetic wave, you must keep the picture of electromagnetic wave in our mind so that you can understand easily what is going on. Okay, right. See here. So this is what electric field part of an electromagnetic wave in vacuum, right? What is the direction of propagation? See here. The wave is propagating along negative y direction, or its direction is minus j cap. Its direction is minus j cap. Okay, right. So it is what direction of propagation of electromagnetic wave. Direction of propagation of electromagnetic wave. It is what direction of, that is what electric field part of electromagnetic wave. Right. In future, I mean in this problem, we are going to discuss about the magnetic field part of electromagnetic wave also. Right. That will be different. That we will come to discuss. But here I want to clarify. This is the direction of propagation of electromagnetic wave. That's what he is saying. The wave is propagating along negative y direction. Negative y direction, or its direction is minus j cap. Minus j cap. Okay. Right. Next, B. What is B, Amma? What is the wavelength? Right. See here. Comparing the given equation with the standard equation. Comparing the given equation with the standard equation, that is what E bar is equal to E naught into cos 2 pi into y by lambda, cos 2 pi into y by lambda plus nu into t. Nu into t. So if we compare this one with this one, then what can we understood? See here, right? So 2 pi by lambda is equal to 1.8. See here, ma. 2 pi by lambda, right? Y is there, no? Right. 2 pi by lambda is equal to 1.8. What he is asking to find? What is the wavelength, right? Wavelength lambda is equal to 2 pi by 1.8. That is equal to 2 into 3.14 divided by 1.8. Okay, is a mathematical treatment. Here 2 means it is 0.9 will come and it is 31.4 something, and here it is 9. Okay, that is what the mathematical division or mathematical multiplication here, and here mathematical division, right, will give us 3.5 meters. 3.5 meters. Okay, right. Next, what is the next one? What is the frequency? So we calculated wavelength. So wavelength we got it as 3.5 meters. 3.5 meters. Next, C. That is what also 2 pi nu is equal to. See this. What is the frequency? Right. So while going to calculate the frequency here, we are taking that is 2 pi nu into t, no. So what is? So 2 pi nu t is already there. So 2 pi t, t is there, ma. 2 pi nu is equal to, see here, see, just I am comparing this one to this one, you just compare yourself, right? Okay, 2 pi nu is equal to 5.4 into 10 power 6. Then nu is equal to, what is nu? 5.4 into 10 power 6 divided by 2 into 3.14. 2 into 3.14, okay, right. That is equal to 85.9 into 10 power 6. 85.9 into 10 power 6, which is approximately equal to 86 megahertz, because 10 power 6 means mega, no. So 85.9 means which is approximately equal to, right, roughly equal to 86 megahertz. 86 megahertz, right? Okay. Next, that is what D. What is the amplitude of the magnetic field part of the wave? What is the amplitude of the magnetic field part of the wave? Okay. See here. B naught is equal to E naught by C. B naught is equal to E naught by C. That is what E naught is equal to B naught into C. That's what we know. From that we are writing B naught is equal to E naught by C. That is equal to E naught is what, ma? 3.1 Newton per Coulomb. 3.1 Newton per Coulomb divided by 3 into 10 power 8. 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. That is what speed of light in vacuum. So it is 3.1 Newton per Coulomb. It is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second is equal to 10.3 into 10 to the power of minus 9. 10.3 into 10 to the power of minus 9. So that we are getting, that is what, 10.3 nano Tesla. So nano refers 10 power minus 9. No? So here amplitude of the magnetic field part of the wave is 10.3 nano Tesla. 10.3 nano Tesla. Okay, right. Next one. Write an expression for the magnetic field part of the wave. Write an expression for the magnetic field part of the wave. Right. See here, this is the expression generally, that is what B bar is equal to B naught cos ky plus omega t into k cap. Right. So B naught just now we calculated 10.3 nano Tesla into cos, see k value, and we have to write 1.8 radian per meter. This is what k value. So you know propagation constant k is equal to 2 pi by lambda, no? That is equal to 1.8 radian per meter into y plus it is what omega value. Omega value means that is 2 pi nu, no? So it is 5.4, right? 5.4 into, that is what they have given, 5.4 into 10 to the power of 8. 5.4 into 10 to the power of 8. That is radians per second. 5.4 into 10 to the power of 8 radians per second. Okay, right. So what I am saying is here 5. See here, ma. Okay, right. So what I am saying is here, observe carefully, a small correction, ma. This is what here 2 pi nu is equal to 5.4 into 10 power 8. So whatever they have given, that we have to write, ma. So that's a small correction, and this is okay. This is what 5.4 into 10 power 8 by 2 into 3.14, and we are getting 86 megahertz. It's okay. Right now, see this B naught is equal to E naught by C, that is 10.3 nano Tesla, which is the value we are getting. And afterwards at last write an expression for the magnetic field part of the wave, means here omega will become 5.4 into 10 power 8. 5.4 into 10 power 8 radians per second, right? Okay, this is the expression, you know how to write. This is the basic structure, right? And here just we are replacing B naught and K and omega with the numbers, with the numerical values. That's it. Remaining is same, right? So in this problem, that is what problem number 11, they have given the electric field part of the electromagnetic wave. Electric field part of the electromagnetic wave. We calculated the direction of propagation of electromagnetic wave and wavelength of the electromagnetic wave and frequency, right? So we calculated wavelength and we calculated frequency and thereafter we calculated the amplitude of the magnetic field part of the wave, and then at last we have written, right? So we had an expression here, so that's what we had written, that is what the expression for the magnetic field part of the wave, magnetic field part of the wave, that is B bar is equal to B naught cos ky plus omega t into k. Okay va? Right. Now next problem, that is problem number 12. See here, about 5% of the power, about 5% of the power of a 100 watt light bulb is converted to visible radiation, full stop. What is the average intensity of visible radiation at a distance of 1 meter from the bulb, at a distance of 10 meters? I'll repeat once again. About 5% of the power, about 5% of the power of a 100 watt light bulb is converted to visible radiation, full stop. What is the average intensity of visible radiation? What is the average intensity of visible radiation at a distance of 1 meter from the bulb, at a distance of 10 meters from the bulb, right? So we experienced many times in our house. I'm not talking about tube light. When we talk about the filament bulb, that is what tungsten filament bulb, that is what 40 watt or 60 watt or 100 watt, right? So regarding that bulb, if you keep your hand near the bulb, you feel more hot, and you can say that the intensity is high. Similarly, you just take your hand to certain distance from the bulb, so you just move away from the bulb, your hand, then you will experience the less amount of heat. You feel that less amount of heat, so that you can say that the intensity of bulb is going to decrease as the distance is going to increase. Am I right? That is what general life we experienced, right? So that application is related to this problem. So about 5% of the power, not the total power, right? About 5% of the power of a 100 watt light bulb is converted to visible radiation, full stop. What is the average intensity of visible radiation? What is the average intensity of visible radiation at a distance of 1 meter from the bulb and at a distance of 10 meters? Okay, right. Now see here, first see the answer, ma. The bulb as a point source, radiation of light in all directions, right? See, the bulb as a point source radiates light in all directions, right? It is the common thing what he is saying, ma. The bulb as a point source radiates light in all directions, right? Full stop. At a distance of r meters, the surface area of the surrounding sphere, at a distance of r meter, the surface area of the surrounding sphere will be A is equal to 4 pi r square. That is what the formula, surface area of sphere formula, that is what 4 pi r square. So here the source also important, the type of source also important. So don't forget that he took point source, it is not extended source. So point source means, as I told you, that is what bulb, tungsten filament bulb is a 40 watt or 60 watt. Okay, here he is taking 100 watt, right? But one more point what I want to say, suppose if you take tube light as a source, means it is what extended source, right? It is what extended source, right? So here he took a point source. Observe carefully. So here radiates light in all directions at a distance of r meters. The surface area of the surrounding sphere A is equal to 4 pi r square. Okay. Therefore average intensity is equal to energy by time into area, okay, right? That is equal to power by area. So here he is talking about only area, but here he is talking about intensity. Intensity is equal to energy by time divided by area. So energy by time means what? Work by time, power is the rate of doing work, right? So work and energy, that is what similar forms of one situation. So here energy by time divided by area, that is equal to power divided by area, that is power by 4 pi r square, 4 pi r square, so that you can calculate average intensity. Now coming to the point, according to the question, there are two things, A and B, right? So A is at a distance of 1 meter from the bulb, at a distance of 1 meter from the bulb. So in place of R we should substitute 1, and as usual what is the power of, what is the SI unit of power? So no need to bother about the units while substituting. So directly you can substitute because of already having SI unit for power. So 5% of 100 watts, 5% of 100 watt divided by 4 pi into 1 meter square, that is equal to 0.4, right? 0.4 watt per meter square. So intensity means power by area now. So what is the unit will come, which is the SI unit? Watt per meter square, watt per meter square, okay, right. Next that is what BM, at a distance of 10 meters, at a distance of 10 meters, right? Average intensity of visible radiation at a distance of 10 meters is equal to 5% of 100 watt divided by 4 pi into 10 meter whole square. So 10 meter means here 100 will come now. So mathematically here it is 1, it is 100. So obviously we are getting 0.004 watt per meter square, 0.004 watt per meter square. This is what the average intensity of visible radiation at a distance of 10 meters, okay, right. So in this class we discussed two problems. In the first problem, that is what problem number 11, he has given electric field part of electromagnetic wave as E bar is equal to 3.1 Newton per Coulomb cos 1.8 radian per meter into Y plus 5.4 into 10 to the power of 8 radians per second T I cap. Actually we don't want to write the units, but he has written, right, because it is a part of question, no? Okay. And here he is asking to find 5 things. One is what is the direction of propagation, and B is what is the wavelength lambda, and C is what is the frequency, and D is what is the amplitude of the magnetic field part of the wave, and E is write an expression for the magnetic field part of the wave, okay, right. So A, what is the direction? So direction is negative y-axis, along negative y-axis. You can also say that is minus j cap. You can say along negative y-axis, otherwise simply you can say its direction is negative y-axis, that is what minus j cap. You can say direction is minus j cap, otherwise you can say the wave is propagating along negative y-axis. Next B, what is the wavelength? See here. So this is what the equation they have given. We are comparing with this. E bar is equal to E naught into cos 2 pi into y by lambda plus nu into t. So that 2 pi by lambda is equal to 1.8. Then you can find the value of lambda, that is 2 pi by 1.8, that is 3.5 meters. 3.5 meters. Okay, right. Next C. What is the frequency? 2 pi nu is equal to 5.4 into 10 power 8. Nu is equal to 5.4 into 10 power 8 divided by 2 into 3.14. That is 85.9 into 10 power 6 will come. So which is approximately, because 10 power 6 you can replace with mega now. So 86 megahertz is the frequency. Next D. What is the amplitude of the magnetic field part of the wave? B naught is equal to E naught by C. That is equal to 10.3 into 10 power minus 9 Tesla will become. That is 10.3 nano Tesla. Then he is asking to write the expression for the magnetic field part of the wave. So by having the values of B naught, K and omega, you can replace these values, these English letters or this what notations with the numerical value, so that we are getting expressions for magnetic field part of the electromagnetic wave. Next question, in 12th question, he is asking to find the average intensity of visible radiation at a distance of 1 meter and at a distance of 10 meters, right? And this is the information they have given, that is 5% of the power of a 100 watt light bulb is converted to visible radiation. What is the average intensity of visible radiation at a distance of 1 meter from the bulb, at a distance of 10 meters also? Okay, right. So here it is the formula for surface area of the surrounding sphere regarding the point source. That is also important. Point source, right? Okay, so this is the formula for average intensity, and this is the formula, that is power by area. Energy by time means power will come, power by area, power by 4 pi r square. Okay, right. Now average intensity of visible radiation at a distance of 1 meter, that is 0.4 watt per meter square will come with this calculation, and then average intensity of visible radiation at a distance of 10 meters will become like 0.004 watt per meter square. Okay, right.